Yes, my people. Big Prozac back again, and you already know what we do here, man. We're talking sneakers, kicks, and creps. Welcome to Kicks Chronicles. Now, Kicks Chronicles is a podcast / show where we take a little walk down memory lane with some really cool people. We go all the way back to find out about the kicks that drew them into the game, and we take a stroll all the way back to the modern day and find out what's currently on feet. Today, my guest, first and foremost, is a friend. It's a friend, you get me? A brother, you get me? That man's there. He's an entrepreneur, very intelligent guy, program manager, one of the biggest companies in the world, father of 2, husband of 1. You get me? Like, he's out there. Gifted musician, you get me? Actually is one of the leaders of the choir in my church, you get me? Gifted guy, multi-faceted, multi-talented, you get me? Also, MC extraordinaire for those man that are getting married out here, man. If you need a little MC, you get me, man. He can do that job for you. You get me? Very, 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 very talented. I am talking about the one and only Ade. You get me? What is kicking, my bro? Welcome to Kicks Chronicles, bro.
Yo, man, it's too much, man. You're telling the world. I start looking around the room, and who is this guy, man? Who is he talking about?
I'm just reading off your LinkedIn, bro.
Wow. Good though,
man. I'm blessed, bro, and thank you so much for joining us today, man, on Kicks Chronicles, man. It is an absolute pleasure to have you. First and foremost, I know, like, having known you for a number of years, that, yeah, man, this is gonna be a good conversation, man. I know you're long in the game, man. You're long in the game.
No pressure, yo.
But I also know you're very modest. You get me? Like, so I was saying we'll keep it 100. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Number one, man, let's get into it. Let's take it right the way back. Because you know how I like to do, man. I like to talk about the genesis. I like to talk about the day one. I like to talk about that one that said, you gotta have me. There was one kick, Ade, that said to you, bro, if you bring me into your life, I'ma change it up for you. Everything that was going wrong before, you get me? I'ma switch it up for you. You get me? I'ma upgrade you, as Beyonce once said. You get me? Like, I'm saying it was gonna do all of these things, yeah, right? Straight A's, everything. You get me? What was the kick that you said to you, you've got to have me? What was that kick, bro?
Yeah, man. To be honest with you, there's only one kick, is Vivid as well, that changed my life, really. Because I think I remember, like, my dad actually gave me the full money for it, and you know, obviously in my day, when anything plus £40, yeah, need to come with a business plan, yeah. Why is this
come with a proposal, bro?
Need to come with triple A's in your
tendering process, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to see nothing left. This trainer that I'm giving you. So yeah, man, trust me, I've been walking them. So for those that don't know it, basically, I think I went to First Sports.
Shout out First Sport, bro.
I mean, I'm going to you and you don't know what First Sports is, innit?
If you don't know, you don't know. How old you are. Google is there, innit?
If you don't know about JJB, then that hit me.
Sports division, shout out Sports division, JJ.
You don't know about Intersport and that place there, yeah?
Intersport, bro. Shout them man out.
How old you don't know. So obviously, yeah. So obviously, all these new cats know about JD Sports and that. No. They were shots before. So yeah, took a walk down. Obviously, the sign is red and white, I think. Or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So excuse me, sir. Can I get that in my side 10, please? Put the trainers on. Life has changed, and it's none other than the Air Max 90 OGs, the orange with the original mesh.
Oh, bro. Come on now,
bro. The orange on the air bubble thing, yeah. Oh my lord, changed my life.
Yeah,
I remember the first day I bust them to
amazing shoe.
Jeez,
the nice.
Obviously, people just knew that. You know, even haters had, you know. They couldn't hate on the crepes. They might be like, oh, you're still an egghead or whatever, but they couldn't hate on the crepes. Yeah? It was brand new for me. It was different. The thing is, yeah, obviously for me, I had clocked from a very young age, innit? Like obviously a bit of Genesis, a bit of history.
Yeah, do it, man.
Being dark wasn't really in. You see this?
Hey,
dark
you are talking, bro.
Hey,
tell him, tell him.
Hey, when I was young, being African was different, you know.
It was, bro. Are you serious, bro? When people ask you about what is fufu, what does that mean? Now you got the whole of social media eating fufu, yeah. But we were getting rich for fufu, bro. I was. Oh my days, bro. Being African.
If your name didn't end in an aim, Tremaine, Jermaine, Rontaine, like fam, you're not in it. What's that day? What's that? So obviously,
bro,
I've got from young in it, bruv. Obviously, they don't. The thing is, they couldn't interpret the color shade in it. They couldn't really understand it. It's fine. People perish for lack of knowledge in it. It's fine in it.
Man,
so
the truth.
Obviously, I've clocked. Yeah. All right. So if they're gonna call you like Butters or whatever, they can't call you a tramp. So I've clocked from early. You gotta keep the things neat, bro. Yeah, so all of my trainers, everything I had, neat. Then you could only call me one, but not the other.
You can't call me the other.
So you can't call me the other. So anyway, so yeah, lick them down. School days was crazy for me anyway. You know, like the spring in the step here. Like
bro,
you're walking on clouds.
This is before you must have been bouncing, like, bro. The confidence.
What?
Oh, bro.
What?
10 feet tall, big man.
The thing is, yeah, when you get new trainers, you've already dreamed about how you're gonna lace them,
bro. Oh my god, now you're talking, bro. This is it, bro. You visualized it.
Oh, how? Obviously, in them, I don't know what it's like now, because obviously I don't think this is a thing now. But then, you know whether it's going inside or outside. You know how many holes you're missing. You know the rotation of how you're running the lace, so that when it drops, you got two angles that drop on either side of the crep.
So Ade, I have to stop you for a second, because what you're dropping now has never been said on this show before, and it's really, really important. It's so important, yeah. And only people maybe of a certain age are really gonna really be able to appreciate it. But there was a time in our lives, yeah, and we're talking probably 25 years ago, maybe less, maybe slightly more. But there was a time where if you just went with factory laces, you were unique. Yeah, nobody respected your shoes if you went factory laces. No, you needed to put some effort into your laces, bro, because people wanted to see who you were through your kicks, bro. It wasn't enough for you to just wear books. You needed to do the crisscross with the floppy ears. You needed to try and do something to differentiate yourself, bro. Yeah, if you weren't doing that, yeah, you were unique in nice kicks, bro. You wanted to be better than that. Everyone wanted to be better than that. So yes, I co-sign that 100%.
Bro, we could both be wearing the same trainers, but obviously the thing is, yeah, the people of today will never understand the bootleg that we have to wear in jeans, innit?
Bro.
Yeah. So the thing will swallow the trainers, innit? Normal. Like, so obviously the normal bootleg that we used to wear in our day, you will not see the night tick if your laces are not done correctly.
Bro.
So obviously you can't go past a certain hole because the tongue won't come out.
That's it.
So obviously the whole rotation of how we had to dress then, obviously we used to roll our jeans up. I don't know why we used to roll our jeans up. But we used to roll it up anyway. And if the tongue's not coming out, you're not wearing trainers, man.
You're not actually wearing trainers
anymore,
nice, bro. You might as well be wearing your mum slippers, bro. Because if no one can see the tick, bro, you're not. You might as well be barefoot, fam. If no one can see what you're rocking, it don't even matter anymore.
Today's generation will never understand putting a sock in the tongue of the shoe. You'll never look it, bro.
If I can find a picture, God, please. If I can find a picture of a shoe with do you know what? Because maybe you might. Because the thing is, there is a tongue on the shoe. I understand it. I'm gonna use this shoe to demonstrate. Yeah. I'm gonna use the shoe to demonstrate. So this is a shoe that is period correct. Actually, we're talking correct period. Yeah. It's not an Air Max 90. I know that it's not an Air Max 90. It's an Air Max 1, but it's we could use this as well, right? So where there's the top, this part of the shoe is obviously called the tongue, yeah, right? So he's not referring to he's referring to placing a sock underneath this tongue, yeah, to make it pop out, just pop out like this, and then over this, yeah, you've got like the looping laces, and it's see the way that I rock my kicks like this. Yeah, this is real factory, bro. I took it out the box and I just looped it, and it was ready to go. Yeah, but back in the day, I would not have been caught dead rocking trainers like this. I would have done all sorts to it, man. Just everything to it. But you get me? Times have changed, and you know what, so good, bro? Because it wasn't practical. It wasn't practical.
Why do you run? Why are you walking slow? You're like, just like, you didn't know that the sock at any moment could fall out.
And just fling it.
He's gonna be like, "What are you doing?
Your foot is deflated, bro. What happened to your foot, bro?"
And then the deformity that you've made the shoe come into because you put the tongue in there can never function without that sock.
No, it can't go back down again. It can't be. It can't go down properly again. Depending on how long you wore it there for, that is now become part of the shoe. It's molded in. So that bump, that bump in the tongue, that's not going anywhere.
The podcast is becoming memory lane. Come on,
bro, this is memory lane, bro. And we're taking a little stroll, so bear with me. Bear with us. Mad. You get me? We're enjoying ourselves. You get me? But you know what? True, say what you're saying. Yeah, what you're saying is true, and we're going there. But like, one thing that I always like to understand, yeah, right. In the same vein as understanding the genesis and the one that you needed to have is there was an influence in that decision, and a lot of times I find that the influence tends to be the areas that we grow up in. And I mean, we're of a similar age. I'm slightly older than you, but I know that back in the day, you go different areas, the lingo's different, the clothes are different. Now, I'm saying like it's just the vibes can be different, you get me? And that is understandable, and that's across the globe, you get me? We didn't really have as much like internet and like globalization, and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the people were separated and did their things, and it was all good, you get me? And you go into another area, you see things maybe you didn't see before. So this is one thing that I like to know, yeah? In your area growing up, you get me? What were the shoes that really were reigning in that time, and the ones that really say to you, you know what, this is my ends?
It's mad because I grew up in two areas. So I moved when I was in year 10, which I think is a pivotal time in anyone's young life, innit?
Real talk, man. 14, 15, that's a big move, man. That's a massive
move. I moved from London to Kent. But predominantly the areas that I hung around, or when I went to school and stuff, to be honest with you, I think that the main trainer in school, and ends was the black Air Force Ones. Hard. And then if you're going out, the white Air Force Ones.
Yeah, bro. It's that simple, bro. It's day and night, bro.
£55 because remember, like it's changed now. Air Force Ones is not so. Air Force Ones is £55.
Yes.
As long as you got 110s, obviously. You're getting me started, bro. Because there's I'm gonna categorize. There's three main trainers that we have here.
Yeah.
So there's Air Force Ones, yeah. That's for the Tremaines and them, man, yeah. And that, yeah. I mean, the man that are just half board. I call them half board, innit? Because they're rude, but they're just savvy as well.
I'm saying like they're alright, but they tell you something as well. Yeah.
And then you got the 110s. Oh my giddy, the 110s, all black. Oh my days, the original OG grey luminous neon color. You know that one?
So Adaye's used the terminology 110s, and this is the reason why I asked this question about ends, yeah, right? 110s, when you say 110s, what does it actually mean? What does it actually mean? We are referring to the Air Max 95. That is the Air Max 95, yeah. And when he just mentioned about the green colorway, some of you lot would have probably clocked it already. But that neon green, that's astronomical. That's universal. You get me? But the black on black, yeah, bro, that's been everywhere. Yeah. Every shubs, every breaking and robbery, every school, everywhere. It's been everywhere. Just like the Air Force One, them two kicks, yeah, you can find them anywhere. Yeah, talk to them.
But it wasn't 110s until the tongue was doing their film. If the tongue was going, and you know why they were called 110s, yeah? Because they were £110.
That's it, bro.
That's the madness.
Simple. That's simple.
I don't call them 110s anymore because
can't even £110. They're not 110 anymore.
It's a madness. So that
inflation, bro.
That was that era that I was growing in, and then vividly, like, I was about to say something, but I do. Vividly, the high top Huaraches.
Yeah.
my bro.
See, the high top Hirachis are interesting, bro. Tell me, bro. Like, how popular were they in your area, man? The high top Hirachis,
bro.
Man?
The thing is, high top Hirachis, and this is what I'm talking about. This is the genesis of Kicks. High top Hirachis traditionally were only found in Shepherd's Bush for £120. Yeah,
they're not regular.
Like mad colours. Yeah, obviously, now that we know that now today we understand.
You're not the first person to mention Shepherd's Bush. Shepherd's Bush is particular. There were some colorways that were only coming out from America. Shepherd's Bush, you are definitely not the first. It is confirmed. Please talk.
Shepherd's Bush. But the only thing is, because of the kind of mentality we grew in when we were young, so going to Shepherd's Bush was like going to Iraq.
It was hard. It was hard. You put your life in your hand.
If you're not from the area, you just hope that you're going with someone that knows what's going on.
Stress, yeah.
Anyway, then one glorious day, Foot Locker came out with the black and white ones for £65.
Crazy. Say no more. Say nothing. Say nothing.
Depending on what area you came from, you got a matching varsity jacket, the
wow
jacket, the Sixers jacket, the Celtic jacket, depending on what area you lived in.
No,
I don't know if anyone remembers that jacket.
Oh, you're firing.
But I think the areas that I went through, some of them wore the Celtic one, which is the colour that represented their area. Some wore the Spurs one.
I didn't know that one.
Was the Lakers one. Oh
wow! I didn't know that, bro.
Oh yeah, that. With Hirachis, it's that.
Chat it, bro. Don't tell me where you're from. I just need to look at your jacket and your trainer. You know there is, bro. They're rocking the colours. Oh, that is interesting. I didn't know about that.
That Celtic was green. Lakers was black, but with the Lakers color is mad. Yeah, you have to be a certain age. I mean, if you can find that picture to show them,
bro. If I find it, bro, I'll put it up, man. But people forgive me, man, because Google only go back so far, man. Them specific words, bro. Sometimes you get me. The high top version of the Hirachi, like I know it splits opinion. Some people don't really like it. For me, my position isn't based on the aesthetics of it. It's where it sits in my mind. Like it takes me back to a time of my youth. I remember it vividly. Like I just remember it so vividly, man. That little strap on the front, that strap on the front, like the one strap, that could never be attached. That strap was basically pointless. The reason for that strap was never used. It was unhooked from the thing and left up. Your strap is meant to be down like that to strap it into your foot, but nobody ever did it. Like it was unhooked from whatever contraption it was in, and it was left up. So it's catching on every wall, every chair that you're walking on. The strap is catching on the thing,
like this, and the strap is
like that.
That way, My God,
bruv. Oh, bruv, I love it. I love it. There was no logic, but we loved it and we enjoyed ourselves, bro. Like, this is it, man. This is the greatness of youth, man. Like, you young people out here, man. Sometimes, older men are gonna look at you and think, you don't know what you're doing, man. But we were them young men when we didn't know what we were doing and we were loving it as well. So sometimes do your thing, man. Let the old man talk and do your thing and enjoy your life, because one day you're gonna look at these youngers and say, them man don't know what they're doing. Oh, but as long as we're enjoying ourselves, man, it's all gravy, man. But that's amazing, bro. So, but right now, we're talking about some nice talk, bro. Hirachis, 90s, 95s, 110s, you get me, Air Forces, all that, all of that's lovely talk, you get me, and all the stuff that you mentioned before, about like as long as you're done up nice, you get me, no one can chat. I'm saying there's a small elephant in the room, and I don't know if it affects you, you get me. There's a small elephant in the room. I call it Dumbo, you get me. Let's talk about Dumbo just a little bit, you get me. Like, I remember a time where priority in the household, especially of African descent, definitely wasn't trainers, creps or kicks, you get me, like that were not high on that list. And because of that reason, it left a small gap for certain other types of trainers to enter in. And I call these trainers character building kicks. You get me? And I'll mention a few names just to jog your memory and see if any of them pop out to you. But I'm talking the good old Plimsoll, all the way back there, Gola, Air. You get me? Like Air Zone, Bull Boy, High Tech, Dunlop, Lonsdale, Mercury, AVR, Tracks. The list goes on and on. You get me? Do any of those names mean anything to you? And if they do, which ones were used to build your character, if they were used?
Yeah, obviously, the thing is, right, persecution builds character. It builds endurance.
God, I love it. I love it.
The thing is, certain man have never experienced this. When someone tells them they don't like something, they're crushed. You can't tell me you don't like something I don't wear, because I've been through it. All the ones you're talking, I was listening out to see if he's gonna name one I ain't ever heard of. Bro, the maddest thing is that these trainers weren't just like mad, they always tried to replicate the real thing. That's what's mad about it.
This is the deeper part, man.
Why does the Mercury have the same imitation air bubble as the Air Max 95 or 98, but is not bouncing, brother? The thing is hard as well.
Man, there is some plastic.
So that's where the persecution came from.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. Absolutely
unfortunately,
right.
But us, the thing is as well, like, because like now I get it, innit? Our rate of like taking care of trainers, we probably accumulated the cost of one good trainer over the space of a year. Car after 3 weeks, trainer mash, playing football, don't understand about taking care. So that's probably why parents just thought, he's gonna destroy it anyway. So let me just get him £5. So yeah, I've been through it. Like, so I'm not even talking about like the like, I think you mentioned it in the next one, like Bull Boy shoes or like LA Get. I didn't even really get to experience that, you know. It was just the hardcore Mercury Air. You're talking about, I think you said Dunlop, bro. That's a tire, you know,
bro,
on a car.
That is. Oh my days! That's a tire on a car, bro. When your shoe company also makes tires, bro.
Talk to me. I'm out going to shoe rubber. Brother, it's nuts out here, you know. So, bro, really, I've been through it, man. I've been through it. But then there was the interim. I won't lie though. There was a few. I can remember maybe once, like my uncle, he bust me one suede black, like colorway of Reebok Classics that were never in, but they're Reebok Classics. So, what are you saying? But yeah. And it was always a bust, like someone will bust you something decent. So he was like kind of like, oh, you know, yeah. So that was okay, but yeah, man, it's what brought us here today, man. Without that, we wouldn't be here. There'll be no motivation to want to get any trainer if you didn't go through that, in my view. So yeah, man, we needed it, man.
I appreciate that, bro, and I really appreciate your answer, man, because like obviously people out here capping, man. They don't wanna tell the truth out here. It's important for us to know where we came from. You get me, man? We have to be true. You get me? Like some of us walk through the valley of the shadow of death to get to the promised land. You get me? Like, but it's okay, because even though we walk through that valley, yeah, in some Dunlops, yeah, we're reigning in our Air Force Ones. You get me? Now we're reigning like in the, you know what I'm saying, in all the kicks that you want. You get me? Like we doing what we want now. You get me? Like, so I'm saying we turned the corner, we're on top of the mountain, we're winning. God is good, God is great, we love it. Now, one thing that occurred to me while doing these conversations and having these conversations is everybody tends to have a different way that they sort of buy their shoes and then get them on feet. So it's almost like how that shoe actually gets into the rotation. And I suppose in a way it's like we all have a different way of debuting our kicks, as in bringing them out for the first time. Some people like tend to leave them on the bench for a little while, get used to the club, You get me? Like, find a good spot. You get me, man? Work out where you fit in. You get me? Some people are like, get out the car, you're starting up front. You get me? Boom, 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 straight away. So like, talk to me, man. When you buy a pair of shoes, whatever it is, and this is more like modern day now, when you buy a pair of shoes, yeah, like, how quickly are you bringing them into the rotation, or do they take a little bit of time? Talk to me about that process for you.
To be honest with you, I'm not really an impulse buyer. So as soon as the trainers come and let on the floor straight away, to be honest with you, because most of what I would buy would fit with the repertoire of outfits and stuff I have. So like, yeah, you just need to just break them in, because not that when I now want to wear them, they're now hurting me, or they're now
that's something that you have to consider as well. Yeah,
they don't really move like that, but yeah, no, they're coming out the back. I mean, look, to be honest with you, you get your debut straight away. You just need to be scoring. So I just need to go.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Straight off.
Straight away. And to be honest with you, I think because how do I put this? Because there's a decent level to rotate with.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense to anybody who's listening and reasoning between.
I think they understand. I think they get it.
So it's just out from the bang. Yeah, and to be honest with you, because for me, if it's delayed, it's getting returned. You know,
it's possible. Yeah, it's maybe because the thing is really what they're saying, and if I'm understanding where you're going with this, is really what you're saying is like the process in you selecting the shoe in the first place is quite methodical. So before it's even got to you, you've already patterned the whole thing, right? So now when it gets there, because obviously sometimes how the shoe looks on screen, on your computer, on your phone, versus how it looks in hand and how it feels, and then like how the colors pop and how they work and stuff, sometimes can be slightly different. You get me? Eyes can slightly deceive. You get me? So when you actually see what it looks like, you've got it in your hands, you then realize, you know what, man, it's slightly off, or it's not really what I thought it was, and then you're looking at it for a little bit. And then you are looking at it. But in your scenario, you're kind of painting it as, if I'm looking at you, then your days are kind of numbered. You need to convince me.
I think the thing is, the way I used to, so my situation before was all my trainers were in boxes. So if my trainer comes and doesn't get worn, it's getting lost. Because,
in the library.
You understand? Like, I would literally maybe see someone wearing it and I'd be like,
and then remember you had it.
I literally have to go on like take all these boxes down and like search for it, and then boom, we're back. So really, the main thing has to get at least 3-4 wears before he's going into the den, and then
so it can fully
so we can break in and we know that's part of the rotation.
Something I really wanted to ask you about is about what I refer to as Marmite kicks. And obviously Marmite is obviously well known across the world, man, but it's like they always say people either love it or they hate it. You get me? Like, and there are certain shoes that kind of have that kind of effect on people, like that people like everyone hates this shoe but certain people love it. Talk to me, do you have any Marmite kicks, maybe shoes that you love, that you know like get a lot of heat?
Interesting question. I don't even know whether to say these because they're not trainers, but they're, I'm just gonna put it out there, innit? I've got a brethren here that absolutely hates my Uggs. He might be watching this and he'll just throw it at the TV. Hey, man's Uggs, isn't it? The only thing is, I'm quite confident as an individual. I would like to say that. Like I know myself enough to know that if I'm wearing them, it don't mean anything. They're just warm. So, and the second one that I know, like it's a conversation generator, and if you don't really understand it, you'll just be a little hater. Do you get that? I'm joking. I don't even know where that came from.
Oh, bro, you're boring, bro.
They're called Vibram 5 Fingers.
Controversial shoe, bro.
Until you know them, you are just gonna be like, this guy's an African bubble, bro. What are you doing, bro? Why are your toes out? But let me tell you about I've been rocking 5 Fingers, How old am I now? Minimum 10 years.
Yeah, you've been holding strong on the 5 fingers still.
And the only reason why I could rock them is because I did my research, yeah. And so when in the days when I used to go gym, it gives you a barefoot simulation without putting your bare foot on the floor, and so it's good for your posture and everything else. Trust me, I get the heat. Till today, I still get it. But then obviously some people are like, oh, what's that? And sorry, mate. Oh, just wanted to ask, what's those in your feet? And I'll be like, oh, yeah, they're called virus. Start giving them the science. Those ones, they give man heat. I don't even know if they're called like. You will never get like a raffle for Vibrams. There'll never be a cube of them.
no one's lining up for them around the block, man. But to be fair, yeah, the Vibrams, yeah, like I actually appreciate the science, and I've seen you wear them. I've seen you wear them in various different occasions. I've seen you wear them with a suit. I've seen you wear them like gymming. I've seen you wear them like just like casually as well. Like I've seen you like, and because obviously they are so sleek, and this is a good thing because obviously majority of the quote unquote shoe is your foot, like the majority that you can see anyway, like the main bit of the shoe sort of only just covers your toes and essentially is underneath and slightly around the sole of your foot and goes to the back. That in the other part that you really can't see, especially if you're wearing like trousers. So it's like to some people it may just look like you've got your bare feet out, but the shoe is very minimal in how it looks. So it's I felt it was sleek. I never really thought, and I haven't tried them on, so I don't know. I never thought they'd work with me because I've got like a massive foot, like I've got a 12 chunky caveman style foot, and I feel like sleek feet are the ones you really need for that kind of look. You get me? I felt the same when I started rocking Riffs. Do you remember a Nike Riffs?
Oh yeah, so oh my days, you're going in now, bro.
Oh no,
Riffs.
we're doing that. Sorry, we had to. Yeah.
You brought me onto Riffs, you know. I think it was you know.
No. Really?
Yeah, so I got the original black with green and red tick.
Yeah. The Gucci colorway, bro.
Oi! And then I got the Brazil color. I got a blue and yellow, but that was wild. So I don't know.
Yeah,
blue, yellow, one.
That was mad.
But the Riffs.
Yeah,
that's what brought me onto the Vibrams. Oh my days!
I feel like that's where the seeds were. I feel like that's the genesis for that shoe. 100. And to be honest, I really loved the Riffs, man, and it was a Marmite shoe, very similar to the Vibrams. Like it's something that people weren't used to, seeing feet separated. You get me? Like, and for that one, it was only that the big toe and the rest of your feet, but it just caused such a ruckus, man. It was controversial. You get me? Like, I loved wearing that shoe, though. I can't lie, man. Even with my big foot, man, I loved wearing the shoe. You get me, man?
I think there was a guy in college who was levels, yeah, like pretty much number one, and yeah, he started rocking them, and then yeah, I think it got the cosign, innit?
So let's switch gears now, man. Let's move along. Once again, along our journey, you get me, and this is part of the interview I like to refer to as the EST of KIC. And when I say EST, I mean the oldest, the newest, the rarest, the best, dopest, all of that good stuff. You get me? Like, and what are your oldest pair that you currently own?
So I prepared some because I've seen this. So
we love that.
So this thing here got a story in it.
Wow! Yeah!
Wow!
Wow!
Why you saying wow? Go on, tell the people. Go on. Hello?
Wow!
I think they're called Son of Mars Jordans.
Yeah. They are, man. They are. They're
the oldest pair I have. So mad because basically, yeah, they're just next thing. You can tell them or you can go to the next thing.
Bro, okay, so the shoes, bring them up again just so people can see. So these shoes were actually the first Jordans I ever purchased, right? Man. And they are that first pair that I purchased, and he now owns them because I bought them in the wrong size. I bought them in a size 11. Because I was under the impression that Air Force One rules apply, because I didn't know about Jordans properly, but I loved the silhouette, right? So I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna get a size down, yeah, because it's a bulky shoe. I don't want it to get creased, blah blah blah. Realizing the thing bun me like no one's business, bro. Like, and I literally, because it bun so hard, I probably wore it like 3 or 4 times, and it just became like a showpiece in my house. Like, it just became a thing that I looked at, and I realized, you know what, yeah, there's some guys that in my life have blessed me, so like, let's chat and see who's on these kicks. And Ade was the one that was on them, and then we did the transaction, bish bash bosh, and it was calm, man. And you know what, I love seeing kicks in the hands of people that respect and love them. So I'm super happy that they're in your hands. You get me? Super happy.
How old are they?
Oh, bro,
legit,
bro. Like, you're talking like these are the first kicks, like at least 15 years. I'm talking maybe like over 10, easily over 10. Like this is deeper. This is deeper to me. Like, this is real. This is deeper to me, man. You know what?
If there's no Zach, there's no Ade. Trust me. Let me tell you guys.
Bro, now you're chatting.
Let me tell you, man. There's no Zach. There's no Ade.
Bro, it's too much. It's too much. Okay, let's move on. It's now. It's enough.
Next I'm about to shed a tear. Next S.
The newest. So the newest one in the rotation, man. Bro.
Yeah. So these are so. Let me just show them. So they're called. I think they're called the Superfly, or I'm gonna get the name properly, but they're called Vapor Streets.
Vapor Streets, yes.
Yeah, Vapor Streets. Yeah. So I'm not
full Flyknit thing as well, I believe, as well.
Flyknit. Yeah, Superfly. I think that's what you'll get the name. Put the name for it.
We'll sort that.
Yeah. Stress, you know. It's a problem. Next. No, quickly. Okay. 2018, yeah. So obviously I've seen them. I'm like, I need these, you know. I've searched high and low in the whole of England. They're not about in it, and I wanted a black colorway. So I've now gone to go international in it. So when I bought it, they've sent it. Guess what? Mr. Customs wants to put a next thing on them. Anyway, next, man. That's
a hard chat, bro. Talk to me, man. Expensivest. What's your most expensive shoe that you've owned or that you currently have? Either way is fine.
I'm not really an expensive person, but in my rotation, these are called
hard shoe.
The Verawan Adidas AW runners, right?
So I actually really like that shoe. I really like that shoe.
So what's mad is I'm not Adidas guy, but when I saw these, once again, I was like, I need them. So I had to search high and low, but I got them. Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
No, that's a hard shoe, bro. That's a hard shoe. So let's flip that around. Yeah, we've got the expensivest now. Yeah. Let's talk cheapest.
Some Nike Cortez. I think I got them for sub £30, if that, less than that.
Do you know what? And you know what? A Cortez, amazing shoe. Yeah, shout out Cortez. All the Cortez lovers around the world. Yeah, I'm on your team, bro. I love a Cortez. You get me? So that we can do that all day. So yeah, Ade, you're running out of the house. You're about to bop to the shops. Quick things, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. What shoes are you grabbing for? What are you drawing for?
It's gonna have to be my Vibrams or my Huaraches Ultras. Yeah. 60.
Okay, that's interesting with the Ultras, man. You're an old school Huarache guy, you get me? And obviously there's the high top Huaraches, there's the regular Huaraches, and now there's the Huarache Ultras. Like, obviously, let's compare the regular Huaraches to the Huarache Ultras. What are your thoughts? Are you, because obviously the Ultras are a bit more like lighter fabrics, more I'm saying, like, it's a little bit more speed friendly, like it's a little bit more, I'm saying, like, aesthetically, like smooth and stuff like that, whereas the older ones slightly more aggressive, but like good quality materials, like real strong and hard sort of thing. So talk to me about the differences. Which one do you kind of prefer in your mind?
Well, from a functionality point of view, which I am now, the Ultras are absolutely amazing. but
Yeah,
they
a
don't
bit more
come-
aerodynamic and that, and yeah.
Yeah, the only thing is the OG one. Everyone who's really had a pair will know that the back of your heel was finished.
Yeah, that's a hard.
And you can't get bigger than your size because then it starts looking like a boat. And so it wasn't practical. Like I've had man like half foot in the original Huarache because it's bunning. Do you understand? And to the point where sometimes it's cut off, and when the back bit's cut, that's when you're like, yeah, this is the real trainer that I would have loved it to have felt like. But it's all good anyway, man. Yeah.
Oh, the Huaraches. Yeah, the Huaraches are fire, man. The ultras are cool, man. And now we're into another area, man. I call this area cops and robbers, you get me? And we'll talk a little bit about kicks that we've bought, kicks that we've copped, and the process of copping kicks, you get me? Like, and there was one particular question I really wanted to ask you in this area. What is the biggest L you've taken on a shoe? Talk to me.
I'm quite, what's the word? I think I'm a bit flavoursome, innit? So I can explore.
Man's a bit spicy, eclectic, different. You get
good. Like I'm happy, but for me, I'm explore for me. So I already know, like, there's a pair of trainers I bought and I wore them once. But it's like, and I think they're called Nike Flyknit. I don't even think these have a release date, you know. Nike Flyknit Chukka Golf. I just think they slid into the market.
Wow. Wow.
I remember I bought like the Oreo colorway. But the thing is, yeah,
Oreo colorway, you know.
I saw, like, the thing, I did my research, yeah, and I saw how it could be worn. I think what it is I made a mistake to buy the Golf version instead of buying maybe just the Lunar Flyknit or the Lunar Chuck. So I think the Chukka comes from the Nike Lunar high top version, but the Chukka was like maybe the. So yeah, it's like when you buy Jordan cleats.
Oh God.
Yeah, so yeah, it's mad. I remember I wore them. It's mad. And you're like, yeah. you were like, yeah. I was like, whoa, all right, yeah, now. These go. And you know, so mad is that I didn't even sell them. Like, I think I got rid of them with like some other trainers. I think I got rid of like 50 pairs of trainers and just gave to charity. So yeah, they just jumped in as part of them, man. Yeah.
That was the other question I really wanted to ask you about, in this section, because I've obviously known you for years and I know you've had like so many trainers over the years, but I know at a certain point you did give a lot of trainers away to friends and to charity as well. So like, is there in that sort of, in that long list of kicks that you've given away over the years, are there any that you wish you had held on to for any reason? I called this question, by the way, I forgot because I love that the name of this question. The question is called The Case of the X, because back in the day there was that song, Maya song, in it, and The Case of the X.
The thing is, I don't think so. With my giving away, I think there was a criteria for the giving away. It hadn't been wrong in the last 3 to 4 months. They're happy to go. And I think even at one point my wife helped me with the exercise. Ain't seen them before, but
that's fair enough.
There are some trainers that I have sold or damaged because I didn't really clock it. So like the white Jordan 4 cement.
Oh god.
2013 release or the one before that. Oh, it's mad. I think back I was like, hey, oh my show. I mean, that means that, oh, what a shame.
What a shame. What a shame.
And it's so mad because I had the original black cement. Yeah.
So the two together.
Oh my god, I was using it to ride a motorbike.
Oh, bro.
Shit.
Oh god.
Oh man. And you know why? Obviously, I think it's because the method I got them. I didn't have to struggle to get them. One of my brethren worked in Nighttown. Standard 40% off. I don't even know if they still do things like that now, but so for way less than what they were worth. But yeah, man, like now I think about it, I'm like, I should have rated them a bit more, you know. Like I should have given them the level that they were. If they were still in the box now,
It's a hot shoe, bro. It's a hard shoe, bro. It's a hard shoe, bro. And Ade's alluded to it, and I'll touch on this as well, because when Ade's talks about the 40% off and the guy that worked in Nighttown, yeah, Ade's that guy, bro. So just know that in everyone's life there is a guy that has a connect literally everywhere they go. Like Ade literally is a connector of people. You know how Nokia used to connect people? Ade took over. You get me? Like that's why Nokia is not needed no more. You get me? Literally, if you're rolling with Ade, you're connected. You get me? You're connected. You need a thing, you need this, you need that, or whatever. He knows someone that knows someone, or he knows that person directly. You get me? Like, and that's always going to be a blessing. But then it leads to situations like this where you don't truly appreciate, especially when you're young. You know, sometimes you don't truly appreciate the value. And obviously, hindsight's 2020. The values have probably gone up. You get me? But obviously, the shoe is awesome as well. So yeah, man, I hear what you're saying, bro. I hear what you're saying.
I had this definitely. White,
you had both, bro. You had the whole set, bro. But it is what it is, man. But I feel your pain on that one. So we're moving slightly on, and we're getting closer and closer to the end. I wanted to ask you: is there a shoe that you haven't been able to pick up in your life so far? Some might refer to this as a grail shoe, a shoe that you've sort of heralded as, if I get this shoe, it's gonna be all right for me. I'm gonna really, really enjoy it and appreciate the shoe. Like, is there that one shoe that you have currently? Because I know it can change, but like currently, what is that grail shoe for you?
I think over time with education, it has to be the original Jordan 1 Chicago.
Yeah.
The band.
Hard. Band colorway. Ooh. Yeah.
So now we're in an era where you can't even get it really, and if you want to, you're forking out mortgage money.
Well, yeah,
so.
you know what I'm saying. You can get it, but then I mean, where you gonna live next year? I don't know. So it's like it's one of them ones. It's like I don't know, but I mean, that shoe is super hard. That band colorway, like obviously people know like the stories behind the colorway. It's not that particular shoe, it was a different shoe, it was the Airship, but the actual colorway is on that shoe and it's storied, man. Like the NBA didn't want that colorway anywhere on their courts, bro. He got fined every time he rocked the shoe. You get me? Like obviously talking about the Airships and that colorway, man, it broke all the rules, man, and it's iconic to this day, bro. That bread colorway, man, it's I just love it. I mean, black red, like I'm rocking it today. Black red, it's one of my favorites, bro. I love that, man. So yeah, that's a hard shoe, bro. That's a hard shoe. Let's flip that on its head and let's get a little bit interesting, different. You get me? A little bit more fanciful, if that's even a word. I don't know. All right. Imagine you're on a desert island, bro. You get me? And you don't know how you got there, but for whatever reason, you got there with 2 pair of kicks. You get me? And these are 2 pair that you've chosen. You get me? Now, talk to me. What 2 pairs of shoes are you having on this desert island and why? And before you answer, this question is called Desert Island Kicks. I love this question.
So if I'm on the desert, I have to think practicality, right? So first and foremost, I think without giving it too much thought, the triple black Vapor Max is coming. Yeah,
hard shoe.
We're going to be floating. We're going to be nice. If the sand goes through, it can come back out.
Yeah, flying into. Love that.
And barefooting, socks.
Yeah.
Sun ting,
all
rain
runs,
ting, yeah.
all runs. Yeah, love that.
The second one will be the Flyknit Racer. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a Flyknit Racer guy.
You are that guy now.
I'm so sad that they stopped and discontinued making any colorways. But the Flyknit Racer is the most epic, I think, that I've had. Full stop. I don't know what it is. Some people don't.
So
It's not that. Some people don't really clock it like that. They don't understand it. But for me, the flat weight of it. Oh yeah, but not this colorway. I've got multiple colorways, but this one
Really?
This one was, and I must say, it had to grow on me. But when I first saw it,
that is a super hard. I love that colorway, bro. That's a.
I thought it was a Kenyan running thing. I thought man had to run to Kenya to wear these, and bro.
Shout out Wilson Kick to me, bro. Or no, them man Kick Kita.
But when I put my foot in, yeah, golden, divine. Its purpose met function,
bro.
Anyway, yeah, those are the two.
You see that shoe, yeah. It's another one where I'm like, I've like in life, people, yeah. Don't ever deny yourself, yeah. If you want to try something and do something, do it, bro. Because that shoe, I should own that shoe. I've had opportunities to own that shoe, and I've always told myself no, because I have, once again, massive chunky feet, and I feel like that shoe is a sleek, narrow-footed shoe, and yeah, you know what, I don't want to spread it out and make it look silly, you get me, like, but do you know what, maybe one day I'm just gonna do it and see what my feet say, and I'll take some pictures and maybe I'll show you. If you want to.
The day that they bring them back out, it's mad, you know. I'm getting every color.
They are very, very popular shoes. Very popular shoes.
I love them.
They're hard. They're hard. They're super hard. Okay, Addy, man, we've walked all the way, right, and we are literally at the penultimate stage, right? And this is what I like to do at this stage. It is quick fire questions. You get me? These questions come thick. These questions come fast. We want your truthful answer, straight from the heart, straight from the chest. No explanation, bro. You get me? And if you dilly-dally, I'ma push you. You get me? Now, are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do this. In 3, 2, 1. Hard question. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Can you wear Nike and Adidas together? Yes or no?
Can you mix oil and water?
Okay. Favorite Nike model?
Flyknit Racer at the moment. No, I take that back. I leave it.
Do you have a favorite Adidas model?
Do I know an Adidas model? I don't know. Yeah, probably the Adidas Vera ones. Those.
Easy. What's your Jordan number?
What's my number? What's my Jordan number?
Hey.
I'll go with a 1 because it either be a 1 or 11, like you always say. 1 or 11. It's a little 1.
That's me, bro. That's me all day, bro. I know the answer to this already, but let's ask for the people. Boost or React?
I'll React.
Alright. Vans or Converse?
That's a political question, you know.
Don't get caught by the dilly-dally, bro. Don't get caught by that dilly-dally, bro.
Today, Converse. But for the record, it was Vans. But yeah, today.
Laces or slip-ons?
I think by the nature of what I have, laces.
This is a great question for us, considering what we've talked about. Factory laces or patterns?
I might do. But it will always be pattern because I'll always pattern it well. Yeah, it will never be just fling on. It has to come out and come back in next year.
Alright, do it. Socks or barefoot?
Socks.
Comfort or style?
Comfort.
Fresh and clean or beaten and battered?
100% fresh and clean, or you'll get beaten and battered.
That is the best answer to that question ever. You smashed it. You smashed it. Oh God. Washing machine or hand wash?
I was gonna say washing machines.
This guy's on it today, bro.
No, only hand wash, wipes, completely back in the box. Yeah, man.
Lows or highs?
Loads, yeah.
And lastly, in this section, triple blacks or white and whites?
To be honest with you, it has to be the triple blacks.
I thank you for your honesty, and you can clap for yourself, because that is the end of the hard-hitting, quick-fire questions. Now, bro, you've got to the end. I literally have 2 more things to ask. What does the term sneakerhead mean to you?
No, so for me, I think in today's generation, a sneakerhead is a well-researched man who will go to the lengths and the depths of the earth to go and get the trainer that he desires. The one that knows that if he can't get the trainer from the official guy, he's got another guy that he secured it with. So he secured 3 of the same trainer. Sneakerhead is someone who goes all out for the trainers and doesn't necessarily care for just the standard trainers, but actually goes out with a vision to get a new one. So yeah, I've seen some crazy sneakerheads, man. Trust me.
Okay, man. Well, that leads me to ask you the last question of the night, and that is, Ade, are you a sneakerhead?
Well, Michael, can I phone a friend? No, I am not a sneakerhead.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I have tapped out of the game. I am sanctified, saved for my own gluttony.
Delivered.
I can't justify it. Sorry, I'm not a sneakerhead.
There's nothing to apologize for. And you know what? I would actually counter that by saying, you know what, even though you may not necessarily be fully up to date with everything that's happening, bro, just by having this conversation, bro, you can tell. I think the people know. Let me know in the comments below what we really think, you get me? Maybe you don't want to really say it, but we really know what the deal is, man. We know Ade's a secret sneakerhead, bro, and to be honest, the secret ain't even a secret, bro. It's already out, bro. We were chatting about all sorts today, bro, and ain't no non-sneakerhead chatting the way that he's chatting, bro. So like, yeah, I'm saying, like, you can say what you want, Ade, you can say what you want, man, but we all know the truth, big man. And yes, Ade, this has been your Kicks Chronicles. Congratulations, my guy. Congratulations, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. This has been absolutely amazing. Really, really enjoyed this conversation. I hope the people have too. Ade, man, before we sort of sign out, man, please, like, tell the millions and millions of people that are watching this right now, you get me? Tell them all over the world, all over the globe, you get me? Let them know what's going on in your life and how they can support you, big man.
All right, okay, so I'm definitely a big advocate for, like, empowering people, giving them the knowledge to empower themselves. So I'm commencing my first and foremost, my phase 1, I call it. So I'm launching my organization called Circulate, which is the main aim of the business or the organization is to inform, to empower. Phase 1 will include CV workshops, and so that's to give people the right and requisite information to get themselves in the right place. Then we will be stepping into career coaching, and so it's going to be a fun, amazing time. My desire is that you reach your full potential and you do exactly what you were made to do, and you will, trust me. So just give me a shout. It's called Circulate. You're going to see me, you're going to hear me, we're going to make this thing happen, and we're all going to live out what we're supposed to do, get me?
Absolutely amazing people. Like, obviously Ade's information is going to be about, but obviously Circulate might just pop up at a certain time, so just make sure you stay connected with Ade, whether it's LinkedIn or wherever. Like, just make sure you stay connected, man, and let's support this great vision, man, like, because we all trying to live out our dreams and trying to be the best people we can be, man, and if there's people out there trying to help other people reach their dreams and fulfill their potential, we need to support that, man. We need to put a big shining light on that, you get me, like, and make that blow up, man. So make sure you go and support my guy, you get me. First and foremost, or I should say lastly, because we're right at the end, you get me, obviously this has been amazing. I'm Prozac. He's been Ade. Our Instagrams, Twitters, or whatever social media that we do have will be somewhere around, so please feel free to hit us up, holler at us. Obviously, goes almost without being said at this point, but like, comment, subscribe, rate, review, click the notification bell. It all really helps support this brand, help support this podcast, help support us. You get me? Like, it really does help, and we super appreciate it. You get me? I
should be dancing on the beat, innit?
Yeah, there's this guy is such a joker. But yeah, Tuesday, like but yeah, guys, all I can do is thank you once again for joining us this week for Kicks Chronicles, man. Please make sure you stay plugged in, man. We've got a lot more interviews coming, man. This has been like some of the best times of my life, having these conversations, man, over the last few months, man. And I don't envisage stopping anytime soon, man. I've got some great guests lined up for you people, so please stay connected, you get me, and every way you can. And if you haven't, and I'll say this again, there's a lot of you that are watching that have not subscribed. Subscribe, man. Let's get my numbers up, man. Subscribe, you get me? But let's leave that one there, man. I'm signing out. For myself, with Prozac, from Ade, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us. This has been amazing. And until we see you down the road, stay blessed.